Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, that means it's something very important and not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who don't have, basically, people who just don't have an open mind. That's that simple, okay? If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fresh, you put it down below. And of course, this is my serious side because I don't feel like acting a goofy ball, motherfucker, it's a goofball. And of course, this video is pertaining to someone told me controlling is abusive and also controlling is leadership. So I'm gonna explain to you abuse versus controlling versus leadership. Okay. Also, I'm gonna add in there a narcissist. Okay. I'm gonna add in a narcissist because I think people get those things misconstrued here. Just to be simple, okay? Abusive meaning you're hurting someone. You don't care about their feelings at all. Okay, so let's narrow it down to the alpha waves here. That's what abusive means. You don't care about their feelings. You're just abusing them. Okay? Controlling may sound like abusive. Leadership does not sound abusive because it depends on the words you're using. And also a narcissist more likely sounds more abusive because that's how people are biased enough to put those words together as the same, which they're all different. They're all different. But some go into one bracket and some go in another. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is leadership skills. Now, you notice how you hear the word leadership. Leadership is like your boss at your job, who have to micromanage every little fucking thing. Okay, they gotta micromanage this. They gotta put this in order. They might have to let you go because they don't need you. Okay, maybe they're being overpaid. Maybe they're being underpaid. Well, yada 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 yada. Now, leadership, to have leadership skills means that it doesn't mean you're always nice. Okay, so people tend to get that misconstrued. There's not that many leaders in the world. Okay, I'm a leader. I'm a boss. Okay. Even the word boss can sound pretty negative too as well, okay? But a lot of people may say they don't like your boss, okay? But that's how the world goes around. That's how the machine it moves, okay? Because without a boss, the more stronger a boss is, the more the world becomes a better place, okay? No matter how negative or positive, okay? Now, if he's an evil boss, then there's be more pollution. There'll be more destruction, more parasitic things going on in the world, more greed. But sometimes you have to be greedy in order to have a peaceful world. So there's like an oxymoron, kind of like a contradiction, whatever. So a boss is like a leader. Okay? The characteristics of a leader is to be controlling. It's to be controlling. There's no ifs or ands or buts about it. So when people hear the word controlling, in their mind's eye, they think that's being abusive, but it's not. To be a leader is to be controlling. So they go hand in hand. Okay? They go hand in hand. To be a leader is to be controlling. Now, those two are pretty much similar. To be controlling is to be a leader. Now we're going on to the dark side. The dark side is a narcissist. Now, a narcissist is automatically taken in as a negative word. But of course, you got to be careful. There's different types of narcissists. The good narcissists are the leaders. The good narcissists are the leaders and the controllers. They know exactly what they want. They plan it out, and this is how it should be done, or you're fired. Okay. Now, the negative side of a narcissist is someone basically who don't give a fuck about your feelings. They just don't get it. They will abuse you and they use you. Now, the word abuse comes into play when you have a negative type of narcissist. Most women are narcissists, by fact and by far. So when you have a man, this is why women don't want men in the house, because they are controllers and they are leaders, which they're supposed to be there, but they don't want that because they want to control the house by using the matriarch's power. Okay. Now, the matriarch basically tries to balance out these things by choosing the wrong side on purpose because they're using psychology. So if you go to the court with women, they're not gonna hear your side of the story. So they're gonna choose the woman's side because they know the man is stronger, so he can get back on his feet because he's wiser. So you might even lose your property, but you got to be smarter than that. as a man, okay? But other than that, and make wiser choices as a man. So for a woman to try to override that leadership and controlling skills, she becomes a narcissist within herself. She's supposed to give up everything for her king, but she doesn't do that. And she may say at times that she's being abused, but she's really not being abused. She's just being disobedient. She's being a little bitch, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, the men are the one who got the money. So when a man asks for certain things, sometimes she may get tired. Sometimes she may get a little, like childlike, okay? And so in society, in America, and pretty much every country that has this matriarch control, allowing the women to do this to men, it's all going to backfire on women in the long run anyway. So it really doesn't matter which way you look at it, okay? If the man wins, okay, he wins. But if a woman wins, it's eventually still going to be the man, because the one who is the breadwinners are going to teach other men not to get married. Polygyny is the key to keep many women, okay? But you got to have the resources in order to hold the many women. And if she wants to run away, you got to give her a chance to allow her to escape or to leave, okay? A good guy, a good person who's a leader or a controller gives different ways of which she, if she changes her mind, okay? Because there's no such thing as a bad, that would be abusive. That would be a narcissist asshole guy. If a guy says, okay, no, you can't never leave this relationship. Now that's abusive. If a man says something like that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know, he got some sort of attachments and some insecurities, okay? That's bad. So you better get out of that relationship as soon as possible. Usually I tell women, if I'm in a relationship, I usually say, hey, there's 3 ways out. I give them 3 ways. Either do what you're supposed to be doing as a woman, or you can be competitive. The second one is be competitive, do things that I like to do, okay? Or third, you just try to call the police, because 9 times out of 10, the woman is going to get tired. She don't have a lot of things in common with a male to be competitive or to have hobbies like he does. And that's just a basic fact overall, well round. Women think their bodies are gold and they're supposed to be paid for it, but it's up to the women to have the fathers, to learn from the fathers, to choose the right men in advance. If they don't, both men and women lose. But overall, in the end, it's going to be the men who wins anyway. That's why we have a lot of rap songs talking about bitches and hoes and trick. No. You see how men don't need women no more? See, women will play this game like, okay, he got a lot of money, so I'm going to share him, okay? Because that's what it's going to come down to. Marriage is irrelevant. When it comes to an alpha male, marriage is irrelevant. I got married because my voices protected me, so I won't get trapped in Ethiopia. But, of course, that's another subject for another time. But understand this. So now we understand this, the narcissist who doesn't want her to escape, okay? He doesn't give her a way out, okay? And he abuses her either physically or mentally, but he doesn't give any kind of way. That is a narcissistic asshole, a womanizing buffoon, okay? And that is truly abusive. Now, the courts don't investigate shit like that. They're 9 times out of 10, they don't investigate if there's evidence or not. They just choose the woman's side because they know in the long run, by using psychology, that the man will be able to get back on his feet. He'll learn his lesson and not make the same mistake twice. So, like I said before, it will only benefit men in the long run. This is why we have MGTOW. This is why we... And now the next thing men have to watch out for is a Me Too movement and the feminist movement, which basically will make up lies. But that's not going to fly too long either, because women are not going to be getting hired, okay? Right? So women don't want to do that, okay? That's not a very good thing, because eventually a man he's the boss of his job, and he sees a woman, he's like, she's attractive, you know, and even if she's not attractive, he's going to have to protect himself even more. So women are not thinking long term, so it's still going to fall on the woman's head. So pretty much understand, I described all 4 of those things. A leader is a controlling freak, okay? But when he becomes narcissistic, and he don't want you to get no escape, he made no kind of plans. He gave you no plans on how to escape the relationship. Because you got tired. Because it's usually the woman that's getting tired. And sometimes the man get tired too. That's why polygyny plays a big role in keeping the foundation of the house. Because family is business, you guys. You have to understand that. This is how women think. Family is business. This is why women think, okay, does he have enough money? And that's a business aspect in your mind. If you're thinking of love, you don't think of money, right? But then we all have different attributes of what love is and what love is not today. This is why the fathers must be in the homes. Peace and love to brothers and sisters of Light and Dark Went to my page. And if you have a disagreement with something, so surely write it in the comment section, okay? And I'll talk to you later. And I'm going to get myself some sweet potatoes, sweet potato pie, chicken pot pie. And y'all have a nice day. Peace.